Welcome back. We are here for the last time with this generation of the Clarke family, and it is TV season premiere day. So I am going to have everyone go and watch the premiere, except for Rowan, who has decided to go to work because he's a workaholic. Otherwise, everyone else is going to watch the premiere. And yeah, so like I said, this is the last episode of the ninth generation of the Clarke family. We will be following Becca in the um, next part and building her house and also starting her life as a scientist. So everyone is off to school and work, but Rowan has just gotten home and he doesn't have work today and he really either wants to have work or wants to be flirty, so we decided to send him on a date. So, as you know, he has plenty to choose from, but we do end up choosing this lady, and I think that was my first mistake because I forgot that she was the mean one. But anyway, you get to watch the total disaster that is this date. Also, he's sad for some reason, and I'm like, who died? But no one we know died. So, I mean, he's just gonna have to get over it. So, um, yeah, he is just chit-chatting with her and trying to make the best of it. I didn't remove the buff because you don't actually need to be flirty in order to have a successful date. You just need to interact with your date. But she's bored. She's bored. She thinks the conversation is tedious. She's not interested in what we have to say. So it's a little awkward. And, um, he's doing his best to pick up the conversation or do something, and he's trying to be funny, but he can only do one funny interaction because he's, sad. And now everyone's embarrassed and sad and hating the conversation, but we did get to a goal, so there's that. So I sent him to go buy some drinks for them because someone's got to try and salvage this date. And so we pick an expensive fruity drink, but she is still really not seeming into it. Like, I don't think she actually likes us very much, which is unfortunate and also humiliating for Rowan, who is on the last date we'll spend with him, and this is going terribly. I mean, it's not going terribly because the date has a gold, but it's going terribly in the sense that she is not enjoying herself and he is not enjoying himself. So they are going to sit and drink their drinks, but then I'm just like, you know what? Look at her face. Look at how mad she is. We're getting out of here. We're just going to leave the date. It was a gold. We did a good job. We're getting away from this lady. So we are headed home now. And, he's still sad, but he does have to use the bathroom. We're going to sell from our money trees and wait for everyone else to get home. So now that all of the kids are home from school and they did not have fun at school, they are just all sorts of not doing well. And I am trying to have him cook something for everyone, although they always seem to go to the fridge in the other kitchen and then use a stove in the white kitchen. And I'm just like, okay, well, if that's what you want, but all the kids have to go to the bathroom and all the kids have low fun, and it's really concerning for us. Also, people are hungry. So we are cooking. I forget what he was cooking onigiri. Yeah, that is what he was making. And, that's a really, nice, easy meal. So we are going to go get some of that. Becca is hungry. She's going to go get some. They called everyone to a meal so that they would all come and eat. Because you know that they'll just go and get a slice of cake in the fridge instead. But Becca and Allie's birthday is on Monday. It is currently Thursday evening, and now everyone is home. But yeah, so we will be with them until their birthdays. But first, bedtime, and then we are just going to skip to when Becca wakes up the next morning. I guess it's not really morning quite yet. I mean, it's technically morning, but anyway, so she's hungry again. So we are going to have her get some leftovers after she reads a book for some fun. Also, her aspiration has her reading books, so I figured two birds, one hand. But then she glitches out in front of the fridge for like literally the whole sim day. It's unreal how stuck she was, just standing there, doing nothing, waiting while my dog barks upstairs. So I'm not going to make you watch this part. So now that everyone is up and gone to school, the adults are home. And so Murphy figured he would watch a movie with Amori, a movie about dogs, and they would, enjoy a little alone time. They don't really get that very often since, they've had so many kids. And also, Rowan and everyone basically lives in the same house. I don't know why I tried to build two separate houses there. It just did not work out the way I thought it was. But yeah, so they're going to watch a dog movie, and actually, Murphy gets a little teared up, which is adorable. But also, I would definitely cry at a dog movie as well. So don't feel bad, Murphy. I was going to have him and Amori go on a date, but she actually does have work today. It just was a little later than usual. And so I think she's at level 10 now. I think everyone's at level 10 now. Yeah, everyone's at level 10 now. And so Murphy is here alone by himself for the day. So he has a cup of tea and socializes with the maid to get his social up. And she's a little flirty, but it's like, no, ma'am, we are very faithful to our wife in this generation. Um, yes. I mean, it's you either have a perfect family or you have a dysfunctional one. There's no in between. So yeah, they're just chatting to get the social up, and everyone's starting to come home for the day. The kids are all very unhappy, so I do end up cheating their needs because they are just not doing okay with the fun and the sleep and the bathroom, and it's too many Sims for me. I think that when we move out Becca on her own in the next one, we are definitely going to be able to work more on her needs. I know I waffle between whether or not I care about their needs or not, but I think that it'll be nice to have one Sim to take care of for a little while. And she's not in any hurry to jump into a relationship, so that'll be good. Amori is also home, and now they are going to go on their last date. So we're going to send Murphy and Amori on a date together. They're going to go to Mount Komorebi and go on a hike. So we are going to send them to that middle section right there. And yeah, I waffle between the bottom and the middle section, but I figured it was too cold to go swimming or something. So we are headed to the middle section where we are going hiking. But first, we are going to get the date interactions out of the way. So they're just going to be flirty and, chit chat with each other and go sit in this bar area so that they can, be together. It was actually really interesting because I tried to click on going to the hot spring, but you couldn't for some reason. It said this lot is not available. I wonder, is that lot not available for dates? I feel like going on a date, like snowboarding date or sledding together or something, I feel like that would be a really good date idea. So I'm a little bummed that that wasn't an option, but we are going to go hiking in the middle of the night instead, which is super safe. Um, that was sarcasm, in case anybody was wondering. But they are going to continue to work on their date here. We get up and are doing well, to deep conversations as per usual, and then we are pretty much going to get to the gold and then go on our hike. So here we are on the hike. They're actually hiking to the temple. They're going to go by the cemetery first. And actually, it was a pretty good hike. I was surprised. They didn't get attacked by anything. They didn't get a negative sentiment, which, is a problem for me a lot of the time. But yeah, so they came here. They took some pictures. They made some wishes. Um, and, it was a really nice day. And there's the temple. Unfortunately, you can't like interact with it in any way. So there's that. But I did have Murphy actually take a picture of Emori in front of the little wish board there, but she had her eyes half closed and also was too close. So we do end up trying again on that and taking a better picture by stepping back slightly. And then this is actually a good one because she's smiling and it's cute. It's very cute. I really wish I had dressed her in something else. But I also was trying to get pictures of the temple, but it was too close. So there's that. But they are going to head home now. They had a very successful date, and I think it was pretty good way to end their generation. But in the meantime, we are going to, have them go inside. He's getting hungry. He is going to get a chocolate covered strawberry. Yum. But it does take a minute for some reason. He just kind of stands there. I mean, if it were me, I would have done a little better there. But, you know, those are some big strawberries, too. Those are some very large strawberries. But Um, yeah, so we have Becca. We're focusing a little more on Becca in this and letting everyone else kind of run to their own devices, but she is kind of tired. We are going to also focus on Allie because Becca's asleep. But Allie, wants to be famous and she's like a influencer, YouTuber type. So she is going to update her Simstagram and her social media and then also make some videos, so that is, and actually making videos on this little station of this is really lucrative. Like, she makes a ton of money on her videos. She makes like 2 grand a day on the videos that she's made. So it's really actually a good choice for Sims, I think, if you want to have like, like writing books or painting and stuff like that. I mean, it's not as good as writing books, but it's, pretty up there. Although I haven't seen what the decline is. Like, when you write a book, you only get royalties for so long. But she is now editing her video and it's going to increase her fame. She is a notable newcomer now. So that is pretty exciting for her. She also bought a perk point. She spent her perk points on a social media thingy where she does better on her videos, so that's good. And also, places are lining up to do collaborations with her, so that's good. And yeah, look at that royalty report. It's nice and long. I did play for a couple of sim days in between just to get a little closer to their birthdays before we started. And look, the parents are sleeping in the hot tub. So I thought that was funny. We are going to send Becca to work with the trees, but actually, I don't know why she did one tree on one side of the fence and one on the other side of the fence. I don't know what that was about. But everyone is going to eat something. It is a Saturday, so we are not really worried about school or anything. And also, everyone's kind of missing the club. They want to have a club meeting. So we call everyone over for, having a club gathering. And I was able to add a couple more of Amori's family members to the club during the in between time of this video and the last one. So that is good. And so we are just going to do a couple of club activities by being friendly with each other and stuff like that. I'm not really working too hard on the club right now, just trying to help them with their need to feel connected and networked. And I also noticed Becca's manners or empathy was kind of low. So I figured let's send her to volunteer. She can go volunteer somewhere and we'll work on that. I mean, it's not like it was low enough to give her a negative trait. It was barely on the left side of neutral. But I think that it was still a good experience for her to, do that. She hasn't volunteered ever, so it's good for her to get a different perspective. And in the meantime, we have Allie who is just waking up and everyone hanging out in the hot tub. So there's that. And Becca has just gotten home from her volunteering. It has improved her empathy. So we are going to send her out again, this time to, I think it was a nursing home. And so we are then going to have Emori come over and bake the cake for the twins' birthday. So that is, really exciting. I was hoping to reuse a cake, but for some reason I can't. So we're just going to pretend that's not happening and move on. And we are actually going to bake a strawberry cake this time. Emori has very good cooking skill. So she is, our official cake baker. And that is, she still actually has 4 days until her birthday. So her birthday is coming up too, but hers is the only other one. But we will be moved out by the time that happens. And yeah, so she is baking the cake and doing a pretty good job of it. And here comes Rowan, and Murphy's still asleep, but Rowan is going to have a pot of tea. He actually really likes tea, which I think is great. And, we make an attempt at not harassing the old people, but there is a little, she gets down on her manners a little bit on that one. But she does improve her empathy, although she's going through a phase. They're always going through a phase, but she's almost home, so she is going to blow out the candles when she gets home. It will be Sunday. Their birthday is Monday, so I'm not really worried about it being a smidge too early. Usually I go on the 2 day early thing, so just going 1 day early here. And so she is going to blow out the candles, and then we are going to have Allie blow out the candles after her. So I am sending Allie down here to be available for that. And we give Becca another trait. We give her the ambitious trait because, she is ambitious. She wants to be a good scientist and work hard and do well with the legacy. So Allie is going to be next. And she is going to blow out the candles, also be pushed outside. And we are going to give her the romantic trait. And yeah, so there are our two girls, our twins. I am just changing her outfit so I can get a picture. And yeah, I'm just really happy that they grew up well and that they will continue their lives and that this generation was pretty successful. I mean, we got over 1.5 million, so I am really excited about that. And we are, going to be moving on into the 10th generation, which is super exciting. I mean, 10 is a lot. So there are 15 total in this because there are 15 lots in New Crest. So um, um, we are still only, not even two-thirds of the way through this. But yeah, I feel a real sense of progress, I suppose. So we are going to do some housekeeping next with getting Becca set up. She is trying to join a career right now on her phone for like the last couple of minutes, trying to join a career. But we are going to have her join the science career. She's going to be a scientist, and it is a um, live career or whatever it's called. So that'll be fun. It's kind of throwback to Callie. And also, we are going to change her aspiration because her aspiration involves her to switch careers, and I don't want her to do that. So we are going to change it to, I think, nerd brain. Yeah, so she is going to get a few different skills under her belt with that aspiration, but she is going to be a scientist on the whole. So now we are going to send ourselves to manage worlds. I did just add in 50,000 simoleons to the household. We will subtract it when we leave, and that's so that we don't have to come back here and do that. So I am just switching over the money, and then instead of doing math, I'm just switching it back over. And I did forget the money trees, so I had to kind of go back and fix that, but I'm not going to make you watch that right now. But anyway, here are some photos from this part. And I just thought it would be fun because I was trying to decide on a thumbnail, but I figured I would show you all the options anyway. And I hope that you enjoyed this generation. And we will start with Becca. In the next one, we'll do a speed build of her home. And it's going to be big and luxurious. So I hope that you will watch that and hang out with me. So we will catch you guys in the next one.